Well, good morning to you, our viewers. And here are some of the stories that are trending across the globe. Starting here in Nigeria, a group of aggrieved women in the governing All Progressives Congress, APC, has accused President Bola Ahmed Tinubu of abandoning and refusing to appoint any of them after working tirelessly for his election victory in 2023. The group, under the auspices of the defunct APC Women Campaign Council, said despite contributing significantly to the winning vote for the president, he has in the last year and 4 months in office relegated them in his appointments, which they say has been badly skewed in favor of men. The APC women said the president has failed to keep the promise he made to them to increase the inclusion of women to at least 35% in line with the 2006 National Gender Policy. The APC women also said that Tinubu used and dumped them for persons who did little or nothing for his victory, stressing that in terms of gender inclusivity, the president had performed woefully and they feel strongly shortchanged about the turn of events. Let's have a listen.
We cannot allow any abandonment of these women. This class of Nigerians avails themselves through various groups and associations to galvanize the support for the actualization of President Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu and the Vice President Kashim Shettima aspiration. Why must these women not be appointed? We worked for the APC. We went all out for the party and the presidential candidates. What is our sin? We are not happy with the way things are going, especially as Baba has taken action that seemingly jeopardizes inclusivity. We have to cry out. The defunct APC Women Campaign Council has the requisite expertise in our women and in all fields. They abound amongst our women to salvage this country. Mr. President, assess them, appoint and deploy them for national benefits.
Looks like the APC women are not happy with the president. They don't feel as if they are getting the promises that were made to them during his campaign. I want to start with Ayo because, you know, women, let's talk about this.
woman to woman, and yes, all the women in those states, I especially hail you who are watching us currently. But let me, jokes apart, she's made a good point in terms of, because let me even say what the president said during his campaign. He had said that 35% of his appointment would be female, so he would reflect that at least in his cabinet. Unfortunately, this hasn't been the case. The APC Women's Wing has come out to say that only 12% of its appointments have actually been have favored women. We're not saying that appointments should be made based on, it should be first made based on competence. However, the point is that there are men and women who are competent. And in previous years, we have seen women marginalized in many instances. Only when it's time for election, then we have a vibrant women's week or women's week come forward and push their votes. Who do they go to when it's time for votes? The market women. We go when it's time to push an agenda, the market women. When it's time to put, to make decisions or put in positions of power, then we don't see women. We see mainly men. If you look at the FEC meeting, the Federal Executive Council meeting, it is bustling with testosterone, and we need more women in power. We look at the Senate, we look at the House of Representatives, we see an underrepresentation of women. Nigeria's population is 50% women and men. In fact, in some instances, it is viewed that women are more in terms of our numbers. Women can hold these positions. We need to balance the equation. It makes economic sense to have half of your population represented in government, and I'm hoping that this would be a wake-up call for this administration. He promised, let him deliver.
All right, then, Dr. Ruben, I'd like to hear from you.
Okay, see, this is about inclusion.
Yes.
This is about women empowerment, dating back to the Beijing conference 1995 about the need to center women properly in politics, in affirmative contests. Now, in 2006, the Nigerian government came up with what they call the National Gender Policy. That National Gender Policy prescribes 35% representation of women in political positions. But that policy has not been enforced. In 2022, the Court of Justice Donatus Okorowo, an Abuja Federal High Court, enforced that policy that, look, the Nigerian government must respect what the law says. About 100 lobby groups, in civil society, including Yaga Africa, including World Health, about 100 of them, I can't list all of them, went to court and secured that victory. In 2023, I think the Court of Justice Nyangokoro also, upheld that particular ruling when the Nigerian government ironically went on appeal in that particular matter. But now, you have APC women saying, if we're good enough to vote and campaign, we are also good enough to be given positions. They say President Tinubu has done up to 12%. Over the years, we've had President Obasanjo, encouraging women. We've had President Jonathan encouraging women. But Nigerian women are saying it is not enough in terms of gender inclusion. So they have a good case at the level of principle. I'm sure that President Tinubu will listen to them. If he has done 12%, they are saying let him even do about 18%. The caveat to add is that the women who want these political positions, public appointments, should be women of quality, not the ones that stole palliative items and only got rewarded with a public appointment. The woman who led this group is saying that, look, there are women who are very capable. So the women we expect are capable, competent, appointable women, so that we can have a situation as they do in South Africa, as they have in Zambia, as they do in Malawi, as they do in Senegal, where you have, quality representation of women in politics. So at the level of principle, I think they have a point.
All right, then let's go to our next story, and then we'll start with you, Rufai.